So
sure.
let's talk about Queens. You know what I'm saying? What part of Queens are you from?
I'm from Southside, man. Southside Jamaica Queens.
Okay, so you from 50 land, huh?
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner. So yeah, for those who don't, for those who know, not from the town. Yeah, Southside is, you know, Southside is Southside Queens is kind of where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what I
You
said.
know, that's where it's at, man. Southside Queens is where it's at. If you come
Okay.
to Queens, you got to come to South. I mean, shout out to the North Side too. You know, of course, shout out to the North Side and Shadyville everywhere. But I'm from the South Side. I feel like Queens is the biggest borough in New York City, right? Like technically, like on the map, it's if you scale it out and do all of that type of geographic stuff, Queens is the biggest borough. I mean, I feel like Brooklyn might look a little bigger, but circumference wise, Queens is the biggest borough. But the parts of Queens that really is, the culture and hip hop and all that type of stuff, it's a small part. Like everybody's like 10, 15 minutes away. So I'm from South Side, then we got North Side, and we got, like Baisley, you got different areas, but we all kind of real close to each other. So the part of Queens that I'm in, I'm surrounded by all of the culture, all the DJs and all of the artists that came out of Queens. We kind of like right around the corner from each other. So we're talking about 50, we're talking about Nicki, we're talking about Lost Boys, talking about LL Cool J. We all kind of in the same. I'm in the same circumference with all of that, like 10, 15 minute radius. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now let me ask you this. Like, with me being from Chicago, like I'm from the South Side of Chicago, so like when I run into like somebody from the East Side of Chicago, I run into somebody from the West Side of Chicago. There's like variations and differences in like how people move, certain lingos and stuff like that. Is it kind of like that out there, where like you from Southside Jamaica, but let's say it's somebody like that's from, and I don't really know, really know the setup out there, but let's say somebody like from Queensbridge or something, or Far Rockaway. Is it like, would you be able to tell just based off how they move and their lingo?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you could probably tell more. I could be wrong, but I think you could probably tell more for sure if someone's from Queens or from the Bronx. Like if you're from the Bronx, you can kind of like, all right, he's from the Bronx, or he's from Harlem. Like, all right, like
right. Okay,
it's a bigger difference that way. I feel like, but I mean, as far as like Far Rockaway, that's a different. Far Rockaway is a different like state. That's the whole. It's still Queens, but it's still Far Rockaway is just they on their own island, and you know what I'm saying, they still Queens to the heart, but it's just like once you make that turn and get over there, it's a little different over there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a little. It's kind of like certain areas.
I heard about Far Rockaway.
Yeah.
I got a friend that's a female friend that's from Far Rockaway. I met her in Miami. And, we conversate, so she be putting me up on a little stuff here and
so
there.
She'll probably attest to that. Like if you ask her about Far Rockaway and like Southside Queens, she's gonna probably like, yeah, we different over here. Like not, I'm not saying different in the bad way. I'm just saying like it's.
Yeah. I understand.
Growing up on my side when I was younger, I was told not to go over there unless we know somebody over there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's Far Rock. Like you can't just go over there and be like, yo, what up? Like they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? But but we all Queens though. Everybody is all love. Shout out to people like Chinks Drugs. Rest in peace, and Stack Bundles. Rest in peace from that side Far Rockaway. You know what I'm saying? They definitely. It's just different over there. It's just a different vibe over there. But to answer your question, yeah, I think you would tell more the difference between Queens and like Brooklyn, or Queens and the Bronx, or Queens and Long Island. Like like you.
Boroughs is more distinct.
Yeah. I think you'll see a difference more that way than like that between in Queens. It'll be a little different.
Okay, cool. So take me into like the DJing scene. To really get noticed and to really to get out there as a DJ. Like, what are some of the, because this DJ talk, I want to have a more understand. I have been an artist, so I understand the importance of a DJ when it comes to an artist. But just so far as the grind of a DJ, trying to get popular, trying to get notoriety, trying to book the big venues, what are some of the trials and tribulations that you got to go through to get higher up on the scale?
I mean, I've been DJing for a long time, so my come up was a lot. My grind story was a lot different from someone who's starting now. You know what I'm saying, with everything going on social media wise, and just we in 2021 now. So my come up story is a little different than a DJ right now. But I'll tell my story briefly, and then I kind of say how you can come up now a little bit. But I started DJing. My first party was in 1999. My first like official party, like 99 2000. That's when I started DJing. So that grind was just different. That was the era of the vinyl, the records carrying the crates. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing this crate challenge now. Like that, we had a real crate challenge before when I was little.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that grind was a little different. That was more so like, all right, you gotta get the equipment, which costs money. You gotta invest in the records, which costs money. So it ain't like now where you can just go buy a laptop and buy like a little controller and start DJing, get on Instagram, take some good pictures, and you like, oh, I look lit, so book me. Like, but when I started out in 99 2000, it was like, yo, you gotta have the right equipment, the sound gotta be good, you gotta have your own records, and then and then you gotta go out and really grind out. I'm talking about like making like mixed CDs and like making like demo CDs and passing them out. Like I used to make reggae mixtapes and hip hop and old school mixes, and then I would make copies of them and try to pass them out to my friends and their families so they could play it, so they can hear it. Then they can book me. Like, oh yeah, he sound good. Let's get him for the party. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
go to our local mixtape spots and put some CDs in the stores. Like, yo, can you put this CD in the store? Can you play it for me so maybe someone can hear it? Like, can I put some business cards in the store so people can come see my name in the store? Like, you had to walk outside and really, it's hand in hand more so, you know what I'm saying, to get your, I remember going to school with a book bag for my books and a book bag for my CDs, and I would just hand them out, my business cards, I'll hand them out to everybody that I seen, like, yo, here, book, so it was like a lot more hand in hand. Versus now, like you said, like anybody now can go buy a laptop and pretend that they lit and get some followers on Instagram and take some good pictures of you with the headphones on like that, and okay, he look like I should book him, like
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
now, yeah.
Not to cut you off. So I mean, I guess it depends on how much they'll be practicing. Like with the new stuff, would they be able to really go rock a party just based off doing this? Will it still have to take some amount of work ethic to perfect what you do? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, of course. You can't just step outside and press play and be good.
Right.
But at the same time, I do feel like I've been to a couple parties and I'm just hanging out and I'm just hearing somebody DJ and I'm like, oh, what the hell is he doing?
Right.
How did he get booked for this? So like, I hear certain dudes playing at certain gigs. I'm like, yo, who booked? Like, y'all paying for, like, this is crazy. Why they didn't call me? You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I do feel like everybody's back to the hustling thing. Everybody's hustling, man. Like these guys who throwing these events and promoters, not all of them, but some of them, they take shortcuts. So if my friend just started DJing last week and he got his own equipment, he got all the new songs. He may not be the best DJ, but as long as he can throw them drinks on the right time and kind of like keep the people happy, you know what? I'm gonna book my man's because that's my man's, and then I'm gonna throw him a little couple of dollars for his pocket. He gonna be good instead of me paying G Money whatever he wanna charge me. I'm gonna just give my man some bread and let him rock out, and then this way I can make more money on my end. So everybody, it's a whole hustle thing. So yeah, so you can come up and get on to something, and then you know what I'm saying. Your man's might start something, put you on, or maybe somebody doing something, and you want to jump in there and play like a little free set and get your name rocking, and you start playing from 10 o'clock, and then you might play next time at 12, and next time at 2 in the morning if the crowd rocking with you.
Right. So do you feel like the art form is getting more watered down, or maybe not, or a little bit, or?
Yeah. I think so.
It's probably going to everything. Everything seems like it's getting a little watered down.
Everything's getting a little watered down. Yeah, 100%. They're still the OGs in the game, man. They're still the official DJs in the game that I respect and that I love their craft and their work they put in. But there definitely was a difference between when I first started DJing to the time when they had this Serato that came out with the laptop stuff. So that kind of created a million more DJs. You know what I'm saying? People who were like, ever since the Serato thing came out, that the whole the whole DJ game kind of got watered down a little bit. But you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to that. You know, the whole Serato thing with the laptop definitely is helpful for us. It makes it a lot easier. Makes us not carry those crates around like we did before. So you know, I can't be too upset about that. You know, that definitely.
Right,
You know,
right, right, right.
those carrying crates days is man, it's a lot of work. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know
So
what? You know, with technology advancing, I'm from. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I just turned 35.
You 35 now. I'm 38, so we pretty much the same era. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So we've seen, like you said, back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of this internet stuff. You had to carry the
right.
crates. You had the records with the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? With me, you know what I'm saying? With both of us, I had to press CDs up, hit the
Yeah.
clubs, pass them out, sell them. You know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying? And
Exactly.
when the internet came to be a thing, some people, were slower with the transition than others.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then like with the whole music industry, everything changing over, and that's a whole new different type of thing going on, a whole new type of way of getting revenue in this entertainment industry. It comes with its pros and it comes with its cons.
Of
You know
course.
what I'm saying? So I was definitely someone who was definitely behind the curve with using the internet as a means to building my brand. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? So, it's just one of those things, pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? And then
right.
with us being from the era that we from, like, this is so crazy. Yesterday, some dude had inboxed me. Matter of
Mm,
fact, I sent him a link to my platform, like subscribe, support, subscribe.
hmm.
So he sent me back like, man, anybody want any coke and stuff? I was like, I'm, I'm like, my dude, like, you doing virtual drug sales? Like, you know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
he must don't know. Like,
Right. I'm like, dude, okay. I was like, no, I'm good, but when he was like, what I'm saying, if somebody wants some coke or some pills, let me know. I was just
oh
like,
my
okay,
god.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, brother, man.
Right,
Listen,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I don't know, man. It's a new
Something.
digital world.
Some things are not for those platforms, man. You know what I'm saying? You got
Right.
you gotta be careful out here.
I'm telling you,